Hey everybody, I'm Mike and thanks for checking out the channel. Today I want to do a video about this Leo Jaymz kick guitar that I got. And there's one problem with this guitar. It's near perfect. Well, I shouldn't say it's near perfect. It's near perfect if you're building your first kit guitar. Obviously, I've made huge upgrades on this guitar. And not huge, it wasn't actually that expensive overall. But I did make upgrades to this guitar. Well, let's go back to where I got this guitar. I bought this guitar for $89 with a coupon. It was $119, $30 off. Bought it for 89 bucks. And I decided I was going to keep it natural wood. I was going to use the original, like, everything that was on it, except I was going to put locking tuners on it. Because I put locking tuners on everything. And then I thought maybe I would switch out the bridge pickup to something a little bit hotter. Because these plug-and-play pickups that come with it really don't work that well. They're just not that, like, powerful. They're really just a ceramic pickup that's not an expensive thing. And so I made some upgrades. I just bought the tuners and I put in this El Nico 5 dual rail that's like 14K. And I did have the neck pickup in here at the point because I thought it'd be a good pickup, a Tele pickup to have in there. But as time went on, I didn't like what I did with this guitar. I made it this Friday the 13th theme, had a Jason mask on it, then I had engraved in like the Camp Crystal Lake, and then I put in his like mom's like kind of thing, then a machete, and then it was like a Jason Voorhees like gravestone, and it was just too busy. I really should have just made the whole guitar the mask, and that would have been really, really kind of cool, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't do that. So what I decided to do was I was like, I want to do this guitar like a distressed white kind of paint. I'm going to putty in some of where I engraved, and some of it's still going to show. It's not going to be perfect. I could have made it perfect, but because I was doing distressed, I was like, that's fine. And I had seen on Amazon a guitar that's always intrigued me, and it's this distressed white with this flame roasted maple neck, and I just think it looks really, really good like that. Has a cool kind of classy look to it. So I ordered this neck, and this neck was only like 55 bucks from Amazon. So if you add up that I put in the pickup, which was about 30, this which was about 55, 85, and then these that were 30 again, I always get them for 30. And I have about 115 into this, and the guitar was 89. You know, I'm a little over 200 bucks. Just a hair over like 210 basically of what I put into this guitar. And I ended up taking the neck pickup out and just leaving this bridge pickup in. And the bridge pickup sounds great. It's like here's a little bit of a clean tone. Killed the volume there. And what I did was I did kind of an Elder kind of design on this one where the middle pickups kind of got the tone knob and has a little fuller like sound, but not as heavy. So what that does is the Elder setup that they call it is your wiring, instead of all the pickups going to the switch, your lead hot pickup is going straight to the pot. It's going to the 500K pot that I put in here. And then your coil split, the reverse coil, is going to the second part of the switch here. I could have hooked up the third as a single coil, but I just never use that. I like to have it as a kill switch. So I left that one basically empty. So it's a halfway, 2/3 Elder-like setup that they call it. And this guitar plays great. Let me give you a little bit of the heavy tone, and then I'm going to come back and we are going to talk about my main issue with all these kit guitars. And Leo Jaymz, if you ever see this video for any reason, I'm going to ask you to do one thing that, if you can do it in the future, everyone seems to do it, and I wish they didn't. But let's do a little distorted tone on this thing right here. So, after all, I do love my metal. So. Yeah, I really love the way this pickup sounds in here. It sounds great. You know, I'm a person that, to be honest with you, if I never had a guitar with a neck pickup in it, I would be fine with that because I'm not really a lead player that much. And you can get really good tones with the lead, but I really have always just been, I've played the humbucker, like the neck pickup, 99% of the time. Sometimes I switch up. This is kind of nice for like, it gives kind of a little bit fuller sound with it. Elder tone. All right. I'm going to laugh about that because I was talking one time on a chat with Scar My Guitar. It was his live stream, and I mentioned if he had ever done the Elder like setup where you'd use one pickup in a Tele, the like Esquire setup, and you wire it so you could use the three-way switch. And he goes, I don't do it because I just can't hear the difference. And for the longest time, all day today, I kept going in my head, I can hear a little bit of difference, but when I played it there, it pretty much kind of sounds the same. It's a little bit like darker tone, not much. I mean, you really, unless you're sitting right in the room listening through headphones, you're probably not going to hear that much. So I still like that I did it. It's kind of cool that it's on here like that. But I really, really like this guitar now. And I'm going to say, if you had just got the kit guitar, and there's plenty of people that did a review just of the Leo Jaymz kit guitar for the Telecaster, you're just fine if you put that thing together and play it. I think the neck is really nice. I'm not a huge fan of the tuners. Never a huge fan of the tuners that come with these kit guitars, but their neck felt comfortable and it was easy to play. The frets were really nice and I liked it a lot. I actually was, if I had kept this guitar like the Friday the 13th, I would have just kept that neck. But the fact that I was doing the distressed white, I really wanted the dark flame roasted maple neck to like contradict to it. And it really does. It really feels great and looks great. I really like this guitar like this. So what I'll say is, here's my issue with these guitars. I wish that all of them could fix. And I guess when I did the price, I did leave something out. I left out about a $30 part. And that was this preloaded Tele plate with 500K pots in it and tone and three-way switch. And this is where my issue comes in with Leo Jaymz. And it comes in with Fesley also. And it comes in with any other, the Beck's gear. I kept calling it box gear the other time, but it's Beck's gear, I guess. When you route these guitars, could you guys please, 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 if you watch this Leo Jaymz, just route it for a normal size like plate. This guitar right here, the pots don't fit in it. Because they route it, they have small little dime, like 250K pots in them. It just doesn't like, you go to put the 500K in here, it doesn't work. So I busted out my hand router and I went to do it. And while doing that, I slipped a little bit and I chipped the guitar over here. I'll take a picture. And that's not a big deal because I was distressing in the guitar. And I actually have like white, like Sharpie paint, acrylic paints that I can just fill that in. But the other one you're not going to see here, but I'm going to take a picture. Because it's not routed for that, and I had to route out the area that was just around the, I just did around where the pots are so it would fit in there. This pick guard would not slide all the way back because this was a little bit forward. If I had the room like a normal one, I could have just pushed it back. I had to kind of fill in the holes on this one and like re-drill, put holes where I had it. And this pick guard was hanging over into the neck a little bit. So the option you have with that when you do that is, I could have routed more here, tried to push this back so the whole thing moved back. But I didn't feel like getting into that because I had just chipped this. So I had this screwed in. And what I did was I was like, all right, I'm going to draw a line on this plate. Just take my router, run real quick. And this is 100% my fault. I should have just took the pick guard off. But I tried to do a quick route just to take off that little ledge so it wasn't there. And I hit, as you'll see in the picture, I hit the side of this. And it caused it to chip away a piece. Now, it's not structurally messing up anything because the bulk of it is still mostly there. So it's not like, and the neck is locked in. Even if there was a space with the neck locked in, that's fine. It's just the way it kind of is. It just cosmetically has that look. And, yeah, I messed it up. I shouldn't have done that. But my problem with this all is if you had just like routed this thing for a regular size plate, a 500K plate with pots in it, I would have had no problem. I wouldn't have had to do the extra routering. And we find that in a lot of these guitars. The Beck's gears, I have to do a lot of times. If you go to put a 500K in, you have to like route around where that pot is in the cavity because it's just not set to fit that. And I wish that's what they could do is a more universal routing. It seems like they're doing a routing for their pickguard that they're putting in. So they're putting 3 single coils in with 250K pots. It's routed perfectly for that thing. But if you want to upgrade to something bigger that gives you more tone, a better wiring kit like this, you then get into the thing of routering. And most people don't want to have to do that if they're building a kick guitar. And it's fine that I did it. I did a couple nicks in it. And it was my fault. I hit it. I should have done things differently. But it's just like a peeve of mine that, can you route these so they're universal and fit everything? I have a Squier Esquire, the Sonic Esquire that I got. And I decided to upgrade that one. And I was like, I'm going to go to 500K pots. I bought another plate like this. Just slid right in there. It was perfect. Didn't have any issue. It was right in there. Didn't have to route anything. Fit in perfect. But for some reason, they route these with a thinner kind of route for it. And maybe it's because the plate they're using is thinner, I guess. And they don't want it obviously to be exposed, but I would say is charge $5 more for your kit and make the plate a little bit bigger so you can route it for a universal one that people can change out. But let me give you a couple more little tones on this thing and play, like do a little chorus effect on it. You'll hear like my playing is flubbed, and I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I said in my previous video that I'm not really doing playthroughs anymore is playing a lot of chords like this, cowboy chords and stuff like that, really kind of hurts my hands. I'm getting better with it. I have psoriatic arthritis, and it was in remission, but now it's kind of back. So it causes my fingers to swell a little bit, and they're coming down, but right now, like, getting my finger just to bend to that, like, A minor, it's a big pain. It's fine if I'm up on a G where I'm moving it, but really getting it to move is just kind of a pain right now. So I've been playing more to try to, like, get that loosened up so it could work, but I didn't do the playthroughs because I'm not a killer player like some of these people. You see Guitar Max, he's just crushing it on his playthrough. What's the point of hearing my playthrough? You're just going to hear, like, basic chords, basic little metal stuff. And I do better stuff when I'm recording, but that's because it's more structured and I'm in, like, focus and really kind of warming up beforehand. These I kind of just come in and do my videos, and it's more about the feel and my issues or my pluses and what I love about these guitars. So for about $240, you can build yourself a guitar like this, but for $89, and I would say definitely invest in locking tuners or other kind of tuners that are just better for maybe $30. For 119, you're going to sit there with a great playing guitar. I mean, even if you keep the little ceramic pickup in it, if you're not like a metal player, if you're more playing blues and stuff like that, it's going to work for you right then. And as I said with these guitars, what's great is they can kind of grow with you. They're very moddable platform, except for that damn pickup cavity or the plate cavity. They're definitely a moddable platform, so you could take this guitar in the future to where you want it. So yeah, I think these are great guitars by Leo Jaymz. You're really killing it on all of their stuff they do. But my one little peeve is, could you please just route out the cavities for normal size 500K pots? And Fedsley, if you're listening on your Strat style, come on, man. Why are you routed for SSS type pickups? Put a humbucker route in there. Humbucker, single humbucker. Make it something that you can really expand, because with that platform, humbucker, single humbucker, you could still put 3 single coils in there, but then it gives you the option to put in full humbucker also. So, all right, as I always say, music makes life better. If you're climbing, please grab a hand and pull someone up with you. And guys, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I know I get a lot more views for my reaction stuff, but with my arthritis and stuff, I've been trying to play more and get more into doing some play videos and reviews of stuff. So the Leo Jaymz kick guitar, Tele kick guitar, definitely going to give it a thumbs up. The one I got, I will say, if you look at it, the one I got had the Leo Jaymz headstock. You can buy one that's got a blank headstock, and you could just, if you have a bandsaw, router, anything like that, you can just carve that to whatever style you want it to be. It's kind of a cool, I know some people that like Tele heads better than Strat heads, and it's kind of cool if you get the template one, because you know, a Tele neck pocket is different from a Strat neck pocket. So to get that to fit is a big difficult thing. But if you get a Leo Jaymz Strat guitar with an unfinished headstock, the headstock's just a blank tablet, you could blank slate, you could just carve in a Tele style headstock, and then it looks like a Tele headstock. So Tele neck. So it's pretty cool, pretty kind of thing. They do have a pine version of this that I know Scar My Guitar just did. That's really cool that they have a pine version. So yeah, these are great guitars, great option for you if you're a Tele player, someone that wants to get into playing a Tele. They're very comfortable guitars, very classic guitar, and I think this one looks great with the roasted maple neck. It plays great, and kind of looks very in the style of like a Jim Root, what he would play kind of thing. But yeah, overall fun guitar. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, please like and subscribe. We're trying to get, I set this goal for my birthday, which is August 22nd. I got about a little under 3 months. I want to try to get to 1 million views on my channel, which is just something personal that I want to do. Right around 700,000 right now. So I got a ways to go, and I picked it up to where I'm like at 78, 79,000 a month. So I'm running close. I just got to do a little more content, get a little more stuff out there. And like I said, just do something. Build a guitar if you can, because it's a fun, great experience to do. And something I think once you do it once, you'll want to do it again. So see you in the next video. Bye.